right now with breaking news in southeast Aurora. Firefighters have been dealing with a large fire on South Addison Court.
Yeah, that's just off of South Aurora Parkway and 470. Now, reporter Brianna Fernandez is on scene. Brianna, you just got an update moments ago. What did fire officials say?
Yeah, good morning, Jordan and Corey. So we're actually getting a better look of the damage and the amount of units right now on scene. We know the first call came in just around midnight. Right now on scene, we have Aurora Fire Rescue and Aurora Police Department. There's exactly around 24 units. I'm going to actually step out of the way so you can see the amount of units and the heavy police presence that we are seeing in this area. So fire crews had a difficult time tackling this fire because of the cold conditions, and the buildings were under construction, so there were a few fire hydrants available for fire crews. They also had to tackle this massive fire from Highway E470, which shut down the highway for a few hours, and that road has since reopened. We know several buildings were destroyed, 3 of them burned to the ground. Take a listen to what crews on scene had to deal with and the construction equipment they encountered when they first arrived.
There's multiple construction equipment down there. There was propane tanks that were actively burning and actually releasing. Plus the fact that there was multiple large units that were on fire. The firefighters that initially pulled up did a phenomenal job with being able to control that fire and to keep it from spreading and to keep those tanks from actually blowing up.
Yeah, I actually spoke to fire crews not too long ago. They say that they're going to be here all afternoon. They have 3 investigators trying to see exactly how this fire started. They also have ATF coming to the scene and investigating the scene as well. Luckily, no injuries. That is the latest that we have from fire crews and Aurora Police Department. But you can see a heavy police presence, fire crews just tackling any hot spots that they might see with those 3 buildings that burned down to the ground. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, this has been quite the scene now for several hours. They've been working on this. Brianna, really appreciate the update.
It is now 6:05 and nearly 2 years after the Marshall Fire burned into the record books and exposed a gaping problem in Colorado's emergency alert systems. Researchers are talking solutions now. A new report out of CU Boulder is citing 9 News' reporting, proposing changes to the way that our state handles notifications in life-threatening situations. Your access to emergency alerts depends on where you live in Colorado. Different counties use different systems to reach landlines and people who sign up cell phones. And nearly a dozen counties still don't have access to the federal wireless emergency alert system, which can reach every cell phone in a given area. The researchers at CU's Natural Hazard Center say that patchwork approach gets in the way of reaching people in life-threatening situations, especially Coloradans who don't speak English or people with disabilities. There are virtual feedback sessions on the researchers' findings at noon and 6 today. They're also taking written comments through next Wednesday. Today at 4 o'clock and 5 on 9 News, we will look at the response from emergency managers and some of the changes already on the way. The man accused of hitting first responders last week is facing more serious charges this morning.
Benjamin Winters was in court yesterday and faces charges for vehicular assault, among others. Police say Winters was driving drunk on I-76 near Sabre Boulevard December 7th when he hit 2 Commerce City police officers and 2 South Adams County firefighters on the side of the road. Winters did stop after the crash and was arrested. He'll be back in court in January.
This morning, the man who shot and killed the driver at a Tesla charging station in Edgewater needs $300,000 cash to get out of jail. Jeremy Smith was arrested on Tuesday, charged with murder and second-degree manslaughter in the May shooting death of Adam Fresquez. He made his first court appearance in Jefferson County yesterday. Members of the Fresquez family were inside that courtroom and spoke to reporters afterward.
I feel like if it wasn't for my family support and Denver Justice Project and Jose Silva, everybody who came in and helped us with the protest, then no, they would have presented the charges as no charge to Alexis King like they originally told us.
We also got a copy of the affidavit giving us a better idea of what happened before and after the shooting. You can find that story online at 9news.com. Smith will be back in court on December 19th.
Right now, Stanford, UCLA, and Rutgers are among a growing list of colleges facing a federal discrimination probe. The U.S. Department of Education opened investigations into those universities and 3 others this week. This comes after alleged incidents of discrimination against students on campus for their race, color, or national origin. The probes were launched under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. After investigating, the department will make recommendations to the schools, which risk losing federal funding if they don't comply.
Boulder is getting $23 million to help with their Safe Streets initiative. Funds will support projects to improve intersections and bus and bike lanes. The city says that projects will be designed over the next 2 years. Construction phases will happen between 2026 and 2028. Projects will also include upgrades to crosswalks, flashing beacons, and making more protected intersections that have separations between cars and people who are walking and biking.